Yeah. We're doing this.
Yeah, for SightCast 2 for the week. This is awesome.
I don't remember what number we're on.
For the week, we're definitely on 2.
For the week? Yeah. I meant like overall.
Technically, the first SightCast when we used to do Saturday afternoon, the first one I believe was like April 13th.
How do you remember that?
No, only because I was going through my text looking for our pictures and things like that to put on the website.
Yo!
Hey, what's going on? In real time, there you are. Hi.
Oh, you froze. Oh, you're back.
Okay.
Long time no see.
I know. Okay.
Oh, got you.
Well, yeah. It's got the one eye symbol. I don't like this. No. Hey.
Hey, he's back. What's up, man? Long time no fucking talk. See, whatever.
Yeah.
Facts. It's been a ride.
Yeah. You look good.
Thank you. I just moisturized. That's why.
All right. It looks
It's like I'm about to be on camera and shit.
So I'm so excited that you guys are dropping your project. Did you hear that?
Too.
No, we're still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It froze on my side.
Oh yeah. It's kind of it did a little bit with us, but just keep going. Like yeah.
Yeah,
But,
we'll fill in the blanks. Wait, what? Now I think it's like delayed. Wait, say something?
Yo.
Can you? Okay. Say something again. How many fingers am I holding up?
5.
Damn, it's so weird. Like we'll see your mouth move, and then we'll hear the words like a few seconds later.
Damn, that delay is crazy then.
This is what it looked like when you said you were like, damn, that delay's crazy then.
Wait, it might be the Wi-Fi.
Let me see if I'm gonna. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
If that doesn't work, then we'll do it on our end.
Yeah, it's like an old kung fu flick. It's great.
Oh yeah, like the dubs. Oh man, I don't know if that works. Now it's just frozen.
Yeah, but he cut off the Wi-Fi, so he's probably coming back. Maybe we could come out and come back in.
5.
Woo.
Wait. I think say something.
Yo.
Kind of. A little closer.
I had to disconnect from the Wi-Fi on my regular phone.
Okay. Yeah, but no, seriously, tell us what's up with the music. Tell us what you like about what you're doing. Tell us something. Tell me a story.
I don't have many stories right now. All I do is work. I finally have a full-time gig. What else is going on? When I move, so I'm planning on moving.
Yo, your schedule is crazy.
Dude, yeah. I didn't know, this is what full-time people go through. I'm just I love the part-time. But now actually, have set hours. Too crazy.
Yeah.
But as far as the music, I'm working on a project right now. I was originally trying to make an album, but that's not coming to next year. I'm 2020 doesn't need that project. 2021 definitely. But I'm working on a project called Cabin Fever. You might have heard 2 or 3 songs so far. I'm planning on having about 6 songs. And I don't know, I feel like we all experienced cabin fever going through the pandemic. You can't really go nowhere and do anything. And I experienced that 3 years ago when I was depressed. So it's just it became all full circle. So I think that
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see if we can turn our Wi-Fi. That made anything better or worse? Was that better or worse?
Yeah, it's better.
Oh
yeah, it's better for us too. All right, cool. Fuck Wi-Fi. What do we need Wi-Fi for?
Hey, that's so weird how Wi-Fi
works. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
It doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't. Like, you would think it would work 10 times better, but like I heard that due to many people being connected to one network, that's what causes issues. But I'm like, what are we all paying for if we're all connected to the same network?
Paying for bullshit, as usual. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're paying for bells and whistles.
I feel like everything you buy could be a category of like bullshit or other. You know what I mean? Like most things are bullshit that you just have to buy. Like, how many things do you actually like? I want to buy this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah.
Like, people with renters insurance. Like, has that ever been a thing? Like, did you ever really need it?
I never got it. I just used to just go in on a wing and a prayer, like, fuck this.
I can't see something happening that like crazy that you would actually need it. Like, maybe a leak, but like a fire. If it's a fire, then like that insurance money's coming regardless. So.
Yo, one of my coworkers, her apartment burned down.
Oh shit!
Like
what?
Fucking 3 months ago. She lives in Jersey City. She was telling me, yo, it's funny because like nobody got hurt. So she was telling me the story, like they went out to fucking eat, they were drinking and shit. You know, they're walking back and they see like the smoke and they see like all the fire trucks and they're like, oh, that sucks. And then they like keep walking and they're like, wait, is that our apartment?
That's fucked.
And she showed me pictures, bells and whistles. Shout out to Maklu and the gun on the chat. Yeah, and she was like, she showed me a picture, like the entire like inside of her apartment, like everything was covered in soot, and like, yeah, they just like the manager just like gave their deposit back, and they were like, yeah, you don't have to live here anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, I guess.
Yeah. One night, like one New Year's, we went out. We came over. We went to East Flatbush. We were living in Gravesend, and I didn't, but who I was with left the incense stick in a pot, right? And like while we were out partying over on the other side of Brooklyn for New Year's, like the pot was just being burned and burned and burned and burned down. And the old lady that was on our floor, she called the fire department. Fire department came, opened our door, outed the plant, washed it, and like put it in the water and stuff. And we came back like half drunk and shit like that. And the old lady's like, I have to call the fire department. She was like, don't ever do that again. Like she was pissed.
And you were like, oh, like we're just having a good time. Damn.
That's a good story to tell though. Like that's some wild shit.
Hell yeah. Wild is my dangerous.
Dangerous is like, I mean, when you think wild is when you don't survive it. Well, no, wild is when you survive it. Dangerous is when like you were like near death. Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sorry, there seems to be a bit of a delay. Yeah. There is. It's alright. It's cool. Whatchamacallit?
There's a bit of delay on everything, I guess.
I guess. So what's your, alright, so instead of doing, so you're going to do a definite album for next year. Are you going to do like a project for this year, like an EP, like three songs, or are you just going to have like single stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Why are you doing that? Sorry, go ahead.
I thought it was a finger pointing.
Yeah, I was like, he's doing like the sign language first.
Well, because I think you started talking about it, and that's when we got our audio issues, right?
Okay.
So like I heard like a little bit of what you were saying, but I didn't catch the full thing either.
Okay.
And then we fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely an EP. I'm thinking about like 5 to 6 tracks. I'm not sure if you heard the ones I already dropped, but they're on SoundCloud. One of them is gonna be I'm Not Fine, and the other one is Wasted Youth. And then I have a couple other ones that I'm working on right now. And I feel like it'll sum up the year for everybody. Like the high fucking lows. There's gonna be many lows and maybe one high. So
yeah, that seems to be about the ratio.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard Wanyá, like check him out. He's got a beautiful voice and definitely worth your time.
That's true. What's up, Stel Beats?
So maybe.
What's up? Yeah. So pretty much.
But have you guys like had like any like me as an artist, I find that I'm always in my head constantly thinking like, will people like this, or just I don't know, a lot of self-doubt, or just like I want to market it a certain way so I won't drop stuff. Do you guys run into issues?
What issues? The same issues?
Kind of overthinking it in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No. Then no. Because if I'm saying no.
I will say though, I think it's easier to not run into those issues when you have another person.
That's
Because
true.
if Sifa comes up to be like, oh, I don't know about this or about that, I'll be like, yo, it's cool, like we got it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you're by yourself, you don't necessarily have that other influence to just be like, nah, like take a step back.
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easier to get in your own head.
Right, because honestly, there was one time this summer when we were in the basement. It was some song, I forgot what song it was, and I was like, well, is it me or is it the song? Because like if I do something really, really well, and I hear it 6 days from now, I'm gonna find a problem with it. So I needed to like stop doing that, and I asked him like, because he hears it as a listener as opposed to me inside my own head. Like, I'm like, is it okay, or am I just bothering the song now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, should I leave it alone? And like, yeah, so he's right. We have like each other to kind of bounce off of. So that kind of helps prevent.
I'll be right back. These motherfuckers are really playing music. That's why I'm moving out.
Oh, wait,
Take this with you.
Are we about to see some shit?
Take this with you.
Yo,
Whatever.
It just got real on the SightCast.
It definitely did. Whatever you do, don't move to. I named a new neighborhood in Manhattan. You know how they're coming up with new neighborhoods now, like Nolita and all these other like weird names. We came up with a neighborhood called Dum Dum, and you live in Dum Dum if you're paying about $1 million a year in rent, and there's still homeless people sleeping on your corner. You live in Dum Dum, so don't move there.
Yo,
wait, Dum Dum.
I know this girl.
It's a neighborhood. I named it a new neighborhood.
Sifa made up a neighborhood.
Oh. I'm just like, is this actually a thing?
No, but they come up with all these stupid new neighborhoods for the same area that we've been seeing all our lives. So I'm just like,
dude, they're trying to name my neighborhood Sobro. What the fuck is Sobro? Like,
Sobro?
South
Bronx?
Bronx?
yeah.
That's weird.
Exactly.
I'm getting over this. Like, I can't.
Exactly. Because you know what they'll do that for? They'll call it Sobro, and they'll bring in a whole bunch of people from outside of the country and charge them crazy rent. And they'll be like, oh, I'm so lucky to finally get an apartment in Manhattan. Meanwhile, there's like crack and all types of shit on your corner, and you're paying like a whole bunch of. So yeah, don't move to Dum Dum. Like, don't move there.
That's so
That's
funny.
one of the main reasons why I wanted to like kind of stay in the Bronx, like to stop gentrification. But I'm gonna end up in Harlem at this point. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll give in. I'm only one person. I can't control it all.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If the force is moving that way, then no, you will not stop it, okay? People come in with highways and bridges after a while, so you can't stop that shit. They knock down trees, all that shit. But yeah, I think...
You got trees?
I think Harlem will love you. Like, honestly, you'll fit in nicely there. Hopefully you get a good, affordable place. I think West Harlem is more expensive than East Harlem.
Yeah, so the place that we're looking at right now, the rent is going to be about $2,400. I'm kind of forcing them to sign a 2-year lease so it can stay stabilized. So we'll see how that works out.
Right.
Wait, so it's you and who?
Me and my 2 high school friends.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I knew them for like, well, of course, I knew them for like 10 years. We stayed close.
But you better make sure that everybody knows you're not in high school anymore.
No, to piggyback off of that statement, like, we've been running into issues as far as, like, people, like, stepping up. Like, so basically, I would look at places and be like, hey, y'all like the place? Yeah, we like it. Here's the application. No application gets filled out. So it's fucking up everybody down the line.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. Like, it's just like, so people need to be responsible. We're all adults now. So that's my little rant for the day.
Yeah, I mean,
We're all about rants on the SightCast.
Exactly. More power to you with that, because it's definitely going to be an experience. But I'm glad you got like a plan and you know like you're going for it.
Yeah. I have a story about Dum Dum.
Okay, go for it.
There's this one of my coworkers. She lives in this like luxury building in Bushwick. That's like right across the street from the projects. And like one time she's like, "Oh, come over and like hang out." And like I came in and I'm just like looking at the dynamics. And I'm like, if I was from the projects and I was trying to rob somebody, I would be going right here. Like, I don't even have to walk far. It's like right there. Like, I'm the whole time just thinking about, like, you're a fucking target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's exactly what you're saying. They're paying whatever the fuck, how much, I don't know how much they're paying. It's a nice ass place. They had a recording studio in the building.
That's crazy. That's good.
And I'm in there and I'm just like, y'all are paid, like, okay, whatever.
I bet you the projects have way more square feet, like in that, like if you've been in project apartments, the square feet is crazy for what those people pay. The walls are as thick as fuck and the ceilings are so high. Like it's crazy. Like that's why it's so easy. It was so easy to turn Gramercy into luxury building. They just kicked all the project people out. I don't know, killed them, whatever they did with them. And then they put all like people that like could afford to live there. But all they did was paint the outsides of the windows green and like cleaned up the park and stuff like that. But those apartments are sick when you go in there.
Wait, so they didn't even tear down the building, they just like repainted and made it like
Gramercy, downtown in Gramercy, like what does they call it now? Stuyvesant Town. And I used to be just like, that was projects.
Yeah.
That's
projects. Obviously still, like you look at it like, that makes sense. And I had a friend that lived there and I was in there. And I know exactly what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah, the part, like, and then it's like, you think about that. And like when it was real projects, people were paying like $150, $200 a month. right. And these are people paying a lot. Mm-hmm. It's like crazy. Like New York is just so funny like that. So,
but I don't know what's gonna happen now though.
Right.
Because it was going like that for so long, and then Corona and all this shit, and now everybody's leaving. Everybody's saying the city's dying and shit. So property prices are going back down.
Most likely.
So I don't know what the future, like I feel like the progress of that has been completely stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so too.
At least for now, people aren't going to be trying to push people out when nobody's fucking coming in.
Right. Yeah. If we don't get commerce happening really fast in the city, I just feel like we're headed for like RoboCop, like how it looked outside. Then just demilitarized.
Well, on like my apartment hunt, I noticed that a lot of people are kicking them out. I feel like they'd rather go without rent instead of keeping somebody in there and they can't afford the rent, which is weird to me and very shady at the same time.
That happened to me.
What?
That fucking happened to me. Yeah, dude, I just moved to this place that we're in now like a month ago because where I was at, remember I told you about my shitty roommates and shit?
Yeah.
So after this whole thing, they kicked them the fuck out, and then it was just me in this apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, which I had lived in for 2 years. And I was like, I'm ready to sign right now. You can have my money guaranteed for another year. And they were like, nah, you have to fill the whole apartment. And I was like, what? I didn't, that's not what happened the past 2 years. They're just like, nah. So I was like, well then fuck y'all. So then I fucking left.
Did they give you a deposit back?
Yeah, they gave my deposit back, but I hounded them for that shit. I went to their office and shit.
So, yeah, because I have a couple coworkers that moved recently and they can't get the deposit back. Like,
that's classic shady landlord shit.
So. Hold the landlords in New York. Oh, how's the new spot?
Oh shit, new spot's way fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
Way better.
In the background.
Yeah, like the guitars get to show themselves.
I mean, to be fair, I could have done that at the old place, but I was lazy as fuck. But then it's just screws on the wall and shit. But I don't know. It was weird. I'm glad to be out of that place.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's had like some weird roommate experiences.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people worse than mine. I mean, mine was definitely bad. But as far as Dan and the whole like fighting situation and brawling, stealing his, like the fact that you had to take away their game privileges, bro. Like that's how you know they were bad.
I didn't even think about it like that, but it's true. And the TV privileges.
And the TV, bro. Like, be better. Like, you had to like that ass put them on punishment. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the top 5 roommate experiences.
It's all funny now, though. It's all a good story now.
Yeah.
Chifa, have you ever ran into like any roommate issues or?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had a lot. I literally lived in a party house. Like, where I wake up and go to the kitchen, and there'd be people in the kitchen that I've never seen before, and they would look at me like, "What are you doing here?" Like, I swear to God, like,
fuck that.
I literally live in a party house, and this is like, I was like really young. I was dating somebody, and it was like a real party situation, and it's like we just had to get out. It was bad, but it was like that house was like a revolving door. Every other couple of minutes, it was somebody at the door, and I'm not even lying, because it was like 3 different people that lived in the apartment, and they all had different lives.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
Where was that?
This was in East Flatbush, right around the corner from where I am right now. So it was like on East 53rd and Clarkson. Shout out to the 50s.
I would have hated that.
Yeah, I've had some weird, that one, and then just another one with somebody I was living with in Jersey City. That was like the ultimate hookup, but it was like the worst situation. But it was like really crazy, but I mean, it's part of life. Like, and then you get to a point where you're like, I'm not fucking living with anybody when I move and get my own place ever again. Like, you got to get to that point.
I literally said that even I'm moving in with my friends right now. I'm like, I will never do this with anybody again. Next time, I'm moving in solo.
Yeah. But it's just in New York, it's so expensive. So it's like you have to do it. You
That's
either
like
get,
a dream.
right.
It's
Yeah.
a dream.
Yeah, exactly. You'll have to get a job that you hate. You definitely will. And you'll have to find some way to divide your time, your real time, between the job that you hate and your actual life. But I mean, you could live alone in New York City. It's just what comes with it.
Wait, so are you still at REI, or did you get a different job?
I'm still at REI.
But full time.
Yeah, full time. I'm also looking for something else for the holidays, just because nobody's performing anytime soon unless it's in somebody's backyard. And it's about to be brick, so I don't know who's gonna want to attend those type of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to stack money up for the holidays, maybe even like a little like 5,000 to put towards music or something. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, we've been saying the whole time, like, we're just gonna act like we'll never play shows again and just keep doing other shit and just like try to expand, I guess, the brand or whatever as much as possible, because who the fuck knows when shows are really gonna be happening again?
Right.
Like, you can't bank on that or plan it. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta spend this time to do as much other shit as possible.
Yeah. It would be cool some point in the winter when everybody gets really, really thirsty to go out to do some winter wonderland type shit. But that's if we have hit with a second wave. Sad land. Sad winter
Like a holiday parade, like Bad Bunny?
Something, yeah, where we're like outside for like, 20
We'll
minutes.
rent a car and we'll play on top of the car.
Right, yeah. Like, come on out, guys, come and see us for like 20 minutes. And then I'll be it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. Do like a block party.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Something like that, I don't know.
Play on the roof.
Yeah, that would be cool, yeah.
That would be a dope video, playing on the roof while it's snowing.
Yeah.
It's like we're trying to play and there's fucking, I don't know.
Fucking hair conducting it like, ah!
There's like hail. We're like, oh.
Exactly. Hey, that's the new winter news we were talking about on the website. No, I'm just kidding.
You got me for a second. I was like, really? We're doing that?
We should. We should wait for a light powdery snow day. Well, then people will have to come out and see us. But we can film it and then put it up. That would be cool, I think, actually. A powdery snow day, 34, 32 degrees. Yeah, where it's not too hot. Yeah.
I wonder how that would affect like our voices. I've never sang like in the cold.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. No, it's not gonna be that bad. As long as I wouldn't say don't overheat your voice.
You gotta wear a scarf.
Yeah, definitely wear a scarf, and I would say don't overheat your voice. Like, don't drink piping hot shit. But just try not to have anything that's really cold. And I would cover like here. I would cover the head and ears if you're gonna sing like the way you do. Head and ears, and then the throat, and then just go for it from there. But yeah.
Fuck.
We should do a collab, Wanyá. Yeah, we should do a collab for like album 2. Right? We can do a real dark song and they can sing along with it. Because we're not gonna like change your whole vibe and not make you like a love song not on our
guys,
album,
if you
right?
look,
that'd be weird.
everybody thinks that like my lyrics are like happy, but like if you look deep down, like they have deeper meaning. I feel like they have.
Yeah, that's what
no, but they're like love songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can feel pain and I can feel anguish and all those things like that. And sometimes I do feel happiness and like not necessarily joy, but like anticipation of joy and stuff like that in your music. But no, like if
or like
you,
a hopefulness.
right, exactly. But if you say
That's-
like with what we kind of plan to do for the next project, like if you sang with it, it'd be like some type of like desolate type of like, you know what I mean? Kind of like a vibe like that where you're singing, but the theme of the song is not like has nothing really to do with love between like couples, like you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And because like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is the world burning? But not sounding like that at all.
Oh, what? I thought that was good. That's not the hook. Oh shit. All right. No, but actually, we keep getting more like equipment for the home studio and shit. So fucking, you should just come through one day. We'll just like write a song, make it happen. Like,
Yeah.
like what else?
Yeah, I need to do a tour. Do a tour for the YouTube channel.
Oh, true. We used to do a what? Cover? What?
A tour for the
Oh,
YouTube channel.
tour.
Studio?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. We could set things right and bring Simba and put the other equipment. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we literally just got like the full size keyboard like today. So like, we're getting the shit like ready to actually like record some legit shit. You know what I mean?
So do you have like a separate room for the home studio, or is it like the living room more or less? Like,
It's right on the opposite side of what you're seeing right now. Like if I was to flip the phone camera.
oh.
I mean, it's just like right now, it's just like computer, keyboard, microphones. I got to get like an audio input so you can put the mic like right through the computer.
Yeah.
And then like after that, like it's pretty much set.
Pop filters, man.
We got the pop filter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it.
It's pretty digital. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it around real quick. So yeah, so we got the fucking. Hold up. Like we got the mic, we got the keyboard, we got another mic over there, we got another MIDI keyboard you can't see right now, but it's all going through to the Mac. And then yeah, we just got all this shit. We just need a few more tools or whatever, and it's like good to go.
That's fire. That's what I'm trying to work on that. So what I basically did was somebody trying to hit me up. I basically got a credit card to write off those expenses for a year and just pay them off once I get taxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of didn't want to. What am I trying to say? I kind of didn't want to get equipment just to move. I prefer to like start building on my equipment once I actually have like a place to stay officially. So
right.
Yeah, that'll be my. And we could just record at each other's studios.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what you just described what we're doing, because I just moved and now we're getting all the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, man, we can make it happen though, for sure. Especially in the winter, like when everyone's gonna be inside and shit. Like, why not be inside making some fucking music?
Absolutely.
And I don't know, I find collaborations a lot more fun than doing my own shit, because it's just like, I feel like there's somewhat of a competition. Like, I love battling with other artists because it's just like, if I'm battling with you to begin with, that I know that you're good. I'm not gonna just hop on anybody's shit. So I don't know. I find competition healthy when it comes to music, because it's just like it makes me want to do better because you're already doing better. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I definitely love collabs and stuff, and I love different artists like coming up together, kind of in the same network and stuff like that. You can play off of each other. Like I love that at Music In, and also at Inspired Word too. Like that was great. But I mean, I feel like that's the best way to make music, because you go back to your music like even more fresh in a way. Like if you worked with somebody else, you know.
That's true.
So.
Especially since we have different styles, it's just like maybe you can like incorporate some R&B or some shit, and I could do a little bit more like punk. I mean, I think I kind of was inspired by you guys when I made Be Someone. Like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like I vibe to that. Like, and I don't really hear many like punk vibes anymore. Not saying my voice is like in the punk vein, but like the beat was very punkish. So.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing is, you know, blending shit up. You know what I mean? Like if you say like a typical like a punk voice, they're doing like a punk instrumental. It's like that's been done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the core shit is to have like, you know, a voice you wouldn't really see on the punk instrumental. When you have kind of, it's like an instrumental kind of punk, but also not. And then you're hitting like a, you're hitting a spot that a lot of people haven't hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you guys are giving me song ideas for something the three of us can do together. It'd be really dope. Yeah, to put him in that kind of format, right? Where it's
we're gonna make some hardcore ass shit for you to sing on.
Yeah.
Fuck my life. Kill me tonight.
I'm gonna get a flying V guitar. All metal all the time, bro.
Yeah, definitely. But that should be so cool. But yeah, music is so strange like that. Like it really does like make you so much more better in terms of like being in tune with like other people's music. Like I don't know why, right? It's like I don't know. I hear my music and I can hear other people's music more clearly. Like it's just weird.
No, yeah. I totally get what you're trying to say. And like you ever make your shit and then like you hear like sometimes I listen to other people's records and I'm just like, holy shit, like I didn't even mean to copy that, but this is in the same vein.
Yeah, absolutely.
I listened to Travis Scott Guidance, and he's like, I roll up behind it, I want to try it. And I'm like, Wanya kind of sounds like that, and that's one of my favorite songs, and I did not mean to do that. So it's crazy.
So how do you feel when you notice something like that? Are you like, oh, that's cool, or are you like, oh, shit?
I'm kind of like, I don't want nobody to feel like I copied, but it's also like, that just means artists think alike. It's honestly, but there's so much you can do in music, like there's so many chords you can go for, and it'll all blend eventually. There was always a prototype before you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's the one we were talking. I don't remember what SightCast we were talking about it on, but like every single song that you've ever heard is all made of the same 12 notes.
Yeah.
Like it still blows my mind that all the combinations haven't been figured out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think about that shit all the time.
Yeah. When that stuff happens to me, I feel like I'm in the club. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm a real musician.
Yeah. We have this song, like we were doing these minute medleys from time to time back before COVID, and like right when COVID hit, we did a minute medley, and we're turning it into a song, and it sounds like a classic rock song. Like, and I was like, this is crazy. I was listening to this classic rock song last night, and it's not even one of the artists that we like, you know, really like big up and always talk about and stuff like that. Because we have our classic rock faves, but it sounded like a Neil Young song, and I like Neil Young, but I don't like go hard for Neil Young, like, you know what I mean? Like I like him, and it was like, yo, I was like, this song sounds like our song, and then I was like, even the beat, like even the guitar riff that he did, and I played it, I was like, listen to this, I was like, this is crazy. So, and that song is like Neil Young's song is from like 40 years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
shit definitely comes full circle. Like every you notice like with every like pop era, like every 10 years or so, there's always like a new person that is similar to the person 10 years ago. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Lady Gaga was popping when I was younger. Now it's Ava Max. She has a similar voice. Like it's just always gonna repeat itself. As long
it's
as
all cyclical.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't feel forced and it's just a natural thing, I feel like that's key. Because you definitely have a lot of biters out there, which I hate.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really like that is the key for music, but really that's just the key for life. To just be your authentic self. Because if you're around somebody that's not being their authentic self, like you know it.
Yeah, and it's so hard to keep that up.
Yeah, that's exhausting to be saying all the time. You're like, wait, what am I going for again?
Right.
Is this something that this person would say, this character that I'm going for?
Exactly.
Like, you gotta filter all of your thoughts and shit.
Yeah, because I can feel like, you know, back being like in the corporate world and stuff, having to go to network parties and all those things like that. I can remember before going like, oh, I don't want to be around all these people right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so you know that's not the real you. Like, if you have to deal with that like that. But
that's how I feel at work. Like, I put on my customer service voice. I'm like, hi, welcome to REI. Why are you speaking? Like, I'm totally different. I get out and I switch. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's most people. If you have a corporate job, like nobody's really how they are at that job.
Right.
That's why it's so great when you hang out with your coworkers and you never hung out with them outside of work, and you're like, oh, you're like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get them drunk, and you'll see the real them come out. Yeah.
I do like the coworkers, however, that let you know, like, when we hang out, it's gonna be fucking on and popping. Like, you know, you can tell them during how they are during work.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn, you're just making me think of funny shit from the past now.
Work can be a fun place. It's just like, you know, but like 5 days all the time. It's just something that's just like, oh, come on. That's when it gets hard. Like, you really have to put on your boots.
That's funny. I wear boots every day. I've worn ever since COVID. I've worn boots to work every day because nobody's there. Nobody says shit to me. It's great.
Because you don't have any clients coming in now, right?
Nah, no one's. I mean, now a little bit, but still, nobody says anything. Who the fuck cares what I'm wearing?
That's true.
And you do reception behind a desk, so it's just like they only see the upper half.
Yeah, but I have to walk around sometimes.
Not true. You pull up with your bunny slippers and everything.
Yo, that'd be hilarious.
That would be.
I just show up one day like, what? I wear these all the time. Yeah. You just never notice. That's not my fault.
Dude, my job is so chill. Like, they would probably allow it. Like, all I need. So the only thing that they require is a strap in the back of the shoe. I can technically wear Crocs in pajamas.
That's cool.
And it'll be like, they feel like it's creative freedom or some shit. As long as I'm not butt ass naked. Like, you got customers.
Well,
you have customers that. I mean, I'm expressing myself. But since the federal has closed at my job, we have some customers that decide to take it upon themselves to try on products. And yeah, usually get asked to leave or put on their clothes. It's hilarious.
That is, I mean, that's the craziest thing. I would love to walk up to somebody that's like behind a desk or behind the cash wrap and be like, "Can you get me this, that?" And then they come down from the cash wrap and they've got like bunny slippers on. That would be funny. Especially if they look like real serious on top. They're like, "Sure."
Like a suit on top and like basketball shorts on the bottom.
I'll get it right now. And then just walks normally out from behind.
Yeah, no problem. Nah, that'd be funny.
Oh, yeah.
But yo, I'm curious, how has it been like the retail? Like, how busy has it been for you?
When we first started opening, it was like no work, and I was very excited about it. I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I want it to be like hectic. Sometimes I want it to be chill.
Yeah.
But we're actually starting to get busy now. And have like, so yeah. When we first opened up again, it was only 50 customers allowed. Now they're just funneling them in like 100 plus. So we definitely have more of an uptick in traffic.
That's cool.
That's good. I mean, the more people come in, the more safe your job is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. I've been thinking so dark during the pandemic. Like, I don't even care about the job at this point. Like, I'll find a way to make money regardless. I'm just over this shit.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself on a 2-year plan, starting from my 25th birthday, to like not have to work a 9 to 5. So yeah, hopefully I can make money off of the music or something in the arts and be secured for my future.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't feel good clocking in for somebody. Like, it's just like you're running late and they're like, all right, you're gonna be we're gonna write you up. That doesn't feel good. Like,
no.
No. Yeah, no. No.
I'm laughing because I've been going to the office this whole time, right? Like, we never closed during COVID, and the managers are never there. So like, I don't really have to be there on time if I don't, like, nobody's gonna know. Like, I'm still in there. Like, I don't take advantage of it just because that's me. But like, I know that somebody, if they wanted to, could be like, "You're not here? All right, I'll show up at 10." You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna know?
Right. What about that guy that got fired from your job, though? What did he get fired for?
That was different.
Oh, what happened?
We have this manager, so it was kind of bullshit, right? Because of course, like, all the managers, they stay at home, and like us, they send us in during the fucking, you know, all the shit, which is how it goes, right? So one of the managers, they were supposed to have been working from home the whole time, and this one dude, every time we talked to him, he was like at a park. or like going to a fucking, not like a bar, but he was just doing some bullshit. And then eventually they just fired him. They were like, "You're supposed to be working at home. Like, you can't be doing this all the time."
Or at least, like, put on a backdrop as soon as you're about to get in a Zoom call. Like, bro, like, come on. You're just fucking yourself over at this point.
It was bad. Like, he would, like, have to FaceTime me so I could, like, show him stuff in the office. And he'd just be, like, pulled over in a car on the side of the road. And I'm like, "You're obviously going somewhere, and I'm interrupting you. Like, sorry, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a surprise that he got fired. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, in the middle of the pandemic, like, I recently, one of my managers got fired over, like, time clock issues. Let me see if anybody's on here that I know.
You're like, "Wait, let me look over my shoulder."
All of this information.
Yo, that's literally the online version of looking over your like.
Right? Like, any coworkers in here? But yeah, he got fired.
Post it to YouTube, so
they're not gonna double check. It's like if you're not happening, they're fired. But he got fired due to time clock issues, and it was like 1 minute error, like. And so basically, how it works is if we don't clock in, they'll like ask us like, "Hey, what time did you get here?" Instead of 11:50, he said 11:49. So off by a minute, and this happens repeatedly. And they basically filed the case and they fired him for it, which sucks. Over a minute, bro.
Like that's not.
Where is it now? They didn't like him. Like they just didn't like him. Like we used to, I definitely used to pull that on the job. Like
yeah,
my Bluetooth is connected.
Oh yeah, you sound different now.
Is it you heard that? He got sad.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? I definitely used to pull that, but I never got fired for that. Like I would come in and it's like if I'm there at like 11:03 or no, like 11:07. If you punch in at 11:07, the time clock is going to set you at 11:15. Like it's not going to set you at 11:01. Yeah, it'll pay you from 11:15. So like at times, like as a sales associate, I would not clock in. And that was our thing. Like if you show up late, you come up like you're supposed to be on at 5. You come in at 5:03. Don't clock in. Okay.
Right, and then you tell them, "Oh yeah, I was here at this time."
Right. So they can adjust your time for you and stuff like that. But I mean, wow, firing somebody over a minute. That's
they must have been. How was he otherwise?
Right.
He was a solid ass dude, man. Like he knew every fucking department. So it was just very I don't know, they're trying to funnel people out, and this is why like I'm very serious about like being there on time now. I arrived there 30 minutes early just to like not have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, so. If they're funneling people out, if they have got to cut the staff, because I've definitely had to do that as a manager, where they're like, you have too many employees and you're just making the day. Like, you know what I mean? You're making the day, you're going a little bit over. You got to get rid of some people. Like, you know what I mean? And I would that's how I would funnel people out. Like, because it's like, I like the people that I hire. I hire you because I know you can do the job, and I'm going to find a way to like you. Even if I think you're a bit of an asshole, but a good salesperson, I'm going to hire you. So I like you for a reason. But like, that's how I would funnel people out. Would be like, shit, well, what's the name is here 3 times in a row late. I'm going to have to give them a write-up and just let the write-ups keep speaking for themselves. Yeah, so I don't technically fire you. It's just they told me that I got to do this. Exactly.
That's nothing to do with me.
Right. I'll be like, well, this is your third write-up. Like, somebody's got to go, and it's you. But, like, so I wouldn't be like, that's because they want you to get rid of people. So it's like, that's what you have to do. It sucks.
Damn, you had the whole system worked out.
Yeah, huh? That's why that's why I left. And I became a trainer. I couldn't be that person anymore. Like, shit. It's like,
so how? What? No, continue with your thing.
Like, sometimes, like, I didn't care that they were necessarily goofing off. Like, if we made the day, like, you know what I mean? Then, yeah, like, because sometimes people are just coming in to steal, or people are just coming in to look around. Like, I didn't want my employees, like all over people all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Like what?
Yeah. Just
I know what you're saying.
Vipers, like, you know what I mean? But what were we going to say?
Oh, so how has it been navigating your Pilates classes and all your aerobics and stuff during the pandemic? Like I saw that you were doing like a couple Zoom classes here and there.
Yeah, I'm still doing them now. I have private clients now. It's really, really challenging because people can get depressed after a while. Like they don't want to do it. Like, you know what I mean? And they're in their home and they have to get up and just be by their TV, or like, you know, you tell them come out to the park and like they don't want to do it. So it's like it's hard in a way. It's harder than usual.
And I feel like another part of that is like you don't have the energy of the other people in the class.
Yeah.
Right? If you're just like watching the computer and you're by yourself, like yeah, you have the instructor, but you also need to provide your own energy.
Right.
Right? So I think that's probably another challenge.
Definitely has not been easy at all. Like, you know, so you got to like bring people in. You got to get them to stay. So you get them to stay with like little things like, oh, well, this class is going to be like, one of my classes is donation based, right? But if I can get like 30, 40 people in there, like, you know what I mean? Even if you give me $1, like it's still like a good hourly wage for me. But that's the only thing. You get them to stay with things like that, incentives like that. It's donation based, so you can just give me $1. They're like, all right, well, I'll come work out with you again if I only have to pay you $1.
Pay what you want.
Yeah. Kind of like a yoga. Yeah, they have. Well, they don't have it anymore. But I got that from Yoga to the People. Yoga to the People was like a huge thing in the city. They would have down St. Mark's Avenue. They'd have Midtown, and then I think up in Murray Hill, like in the 50s maybe. So you paid what you want. It was like donation based. So just the donation was $10, but you could literally go in there and pay $1 or pay nothing and just like buy a water, rent a mat, like, you know, fund them somehow and stuff. But yeah, so everything's been challenging for everybody. Like the only thing I like is like, okay, well I'm home, so that's cool. You know, I don't have to be on the train just to go into the city for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what it was back in, like, I get on a freaking train, travel like an hour just to be in the city 2 hours, and then come back to hell underneath the subway. You know, like.
I hope you were claiming unemployment as well, because, bro, you got to get it how you get it.
Yeah, in the beginning I was, but now I'm at the point where they ask you a certain amount, like if you make more than so-and-so a week, this week, and if you did, then you can't be on unemployment anymore. And I'm not fucking with those guys.
Yeah, don't lie. You can't
that's like
that
the biggest gang
on
on the planet.
IRS?
No, thank you. I already pay the IRS as an independent contractor because I get paid like not off the books and stuff like that. People give me checks and things like that, and there's no taxation system there, so I have to do my taxes, and I end up owing them as it is. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't want to owe you anymore else. Like,
dude, I was claiming while working. So the thing is, you have to. I think it's work either 3 days or make under 500. Mm-hmm. I would basically like see how much I would make after taxes and claim for that. So I was doing it for like 6 weeks. Then I was like, nah, I don't want to get caught, just in case.
Yeah,
so I should think that way.
Because they can come for you years later. They can come for you like 5 years from now. Be like, hey, what were you doing that COVID year? And like, we have evidence that you were actually here. You owe us about $1,500. We're going to be taking it out of your check.
And, because the thing is,
and they'll garnish your bank account.
Hold on. You can't wait. So the thing is, you can't owe them, but they can always owe you. Like, they have that balance running for years on years.
Yeah. And then, I mean, honestly, who's to say that they can't just make shit up? Like, if they say in 5 years, oh yeah, we forgot to tell you you have this balance. It's like, oh, like, prove it. How? They're not going to prove shit to you.
Right.
What do they care?
We know they do.
Honestly. They don't give a shit.
Our president paid $750 in taxes. I don't know how true that is. But...
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. Motherfuckers, rich people do that all the time. And that's basically what he said, too.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get offshore accounts and you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just learn from Scarface. I'm going to get up the Heyman bank account.
Oh, man. I watched that a few weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
What did you say?
You feel like you really caught the Rona?
Who?
Me?
No, Donald.
I was like, who? No, this shit is all by design. This is like one of those things where you're just like, you can't make this stuff up, or can you? Like,
true.
Like I'm just so sick and tired of them. I wish famous people would leave us alone.
True.
Yeah, every time I see a headline like, "Oh, this person says this about this," I'm like, "Why do I care?"
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? You were in a show. You were in a TV show.
Right.
So you know what you're talking about.
That's what this truther said. He's like, I bet you. In March, he was like, I bet you the whole of Hollywood is gonna catch corona before anybody you know, just to convince you that it's real. Bam. Like.
Yeah, it was celebrity after celebrity. It's crazy.
Did I ever tell you about what my coworker was saying back in February? Where my coworker was taking the Metro North. This was back in February, like before there was even a confirmed case, like in the city or whatever. And he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, I was on the train the other day. I saw this dude. I knew he had it." I'm just like, I was like, "What do you mean, bro? Like, how are you gonna say that?" He's like, "I took one look at this fucking guy. He just didn't look right. But it didn't look like anything I ever seen before." And I was just like, "All right, bro."
You made it seem like man turned to stuck gremlin when wet.
What'd you say?
I said he made it seem like man turned into a gremlin when he was wet. Like he just didn't look right. He got wet.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Gizmo when he got wet.
Dude, that's literally how he was telling me. So he's like, "I just looked at this dude. I took one look at him. I knew he had it." I was like,
That's some real New York shit. That's what that is. Just a bunch of shit talk. You go, I knew it.
I moved on the other side of the car like that. I'm like, "All right, bro. Well, then why are you getting so close to me and shit?"
Like back away. He might have passed it to you.
Yeah, I'll blame him. I'll say it was his fault.
That's right. That's right. The other day I passed right by the cops in Atlantic Avenue train station with no mask on. Like I was just living my life. Like I was just running down the stairs. I was digging in my bag. I had my mask here. This is that, and they were like literally standing there. And I like looked and I was like, oh. Like I didn't even care. Like $50 this motherfucker. Like let me not say that, Jinx.
Yo, they can't give people tickets if half of their sports don't wear masks. Like. If they want to play that shit, we can surely do that shit right back.
In Australia, though, like they have been wilding for months, but in Australia, they can wrestle you down and force you to take a vaccine by law.
What vaccine?
Wait, what?
They can force you to take a flu vaccine, or if they come out with the corona vaccine, if you don't decide to comply with the country, they can come in your house, hold you down, and pin you with that shit. Like they're allowed to do that. Your children too. Like my cousin just moved here. He got 2 kids, like under 5. Right? Right on Nafisa? That's my other cousin in the chat. I don't know if she left. But yeah, our cousin just moved there. Like, no.
Yo, I did not expect that turn. That story right there. Oh, man.
I mean, hopefully they don't gotta get the. They unfortunately gotta get the shot. Yeah, I'm fighting if they try to do that shit. That's the one time I'll fight back from the cops.
You know, yeah, like, you know, I mean, I love life and everything like that, but there's a certain type of life I'd like to live, you know, on this planet. And, you know, they call it heaven for a reason. It's better than hell. So, I'm all right for standing up for my life, man, my God-given life. Like, nah, I'm not allergic to this planet. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to, you know, I still have, I can't even show you. I got a vaccine from when I was a kid. You can't even really see it, but like my skin is like not even like underneath. Like you can like feel like tendons and shit. It's not even like flesh. And I can't pull this one. Oh, I have a t-shirt on. Well, I can't really pull this. But my other vaccine, my vaccination, this one here, like I got this as a baby. As a baby. Why is it still there? If it's good for me. I got it as a baby. Like, no way, man.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's supposed to. You know how many scars I've gotten since I was a kid? Everybody has, right? Are they there? Some of them stay there, but those are like wounds. So that's like when you really fucked your shit up. And that's what this is saying to me, right? Like, because if it was good for me, if it was like something normal, it would just be gone. Like, you know what I mean? A scratch and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, no.
I haven't got a flu shot in years. I've been fine, knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
I only get like the necessary shit, like I think it was like when I was in high school, they had to give us there was some shit that like if you drink, like they can possibly pass that shit down to each other.
Oh, sickle cell?
I don't know what it was called.
Oh,
I don't know. It wasn't a Hep C shot. It was I don't know. I would be making up stuff if I tried to.
Just say some words that sound fancy.
Right. It wasn't meningitis. No.
Yeah, I think it was like meningitis.
Bacterial. Well, there is something called bacterial meningitis, but I don't remember what it's for. I don't know. We'll get to it.
But it was like a shot that you have to get at like 13 because like you could potentially get something from it and then it causes cancer in the future. So.
Oh, it was the HPV. Was it that? Yeah, human papilloma virus. Yeah, let me shoot like
that. That's the thing. I always say this. I feel like we talked about this before. Like everything can possibly give you cancer.
Yeah.
Being in the sun can give you cancer. Like if you live your whole life avoiding anything that could ever give you a chance of giving you cancer, like you will literally never do anything. We wouldn't be on our phones right now. We wouldn't be on our fucking computers and sitting in here where we got Wi-Fi going all through our bodies and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah. And if Corona's gone down, but the flu's gone up, then how is that making sense? Like, why are you telling us to hurry up and get our flu shot if we've been socially distancing, masks are being worn, and the Corona's going down? Like, why? So, like,
relatively, like nobody should get the flu at this point. Maybe like a couple people, but it shouldn't be hot because we're all supposed to wear masks and socially distancing, right?
Ideally, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. So, you know, so if they come with two conflicting stories, then it's just like, okay, well, it's a lie then, right? Because, like, we all learned algebra, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I tried.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I feel that reading a couple times.
I loved it.
Algebra?
I did. I know. As I put my head down, I was like, I loved it. But yeah, what did I hate? I don't know what I really hated. Earth science. I hated that.
I loved earth science. Oh my god. It was something about it. Like, it was just like, it was so, I don't know, it just seemed easy. Chemistry was fucking the worst.
Fuck that.
Yeah, chemistry was hard. I loved physics.
Bonds
Yeah.
And whatever, and
yeah.
I used to sleep in that class.
Yeah, that class. They took me out of art honors chem and put me into like, what was it? I forgot. Practical chem, which is like below regular, because I was just like, no. Like my brain was like,
yeah.
No.
I literally.
And we never got to blow shit up. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
At least
I didn't get to either.
like, I wanted to do like the shit that you saw in Degrassi, like, they're mixing shit and then it goes, oh.
Yeah. Damn. Yo, I was in chemistry class. I sat in the back and I slept every day. So he moved me to the very front, right in front of his desk. And I just kept sleeping every day. He just never said anything. He was like, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Like, I'm just sleeping. I wasn't being destructive. You know what I mean?
Right.
He still passed you, right?
He what?
He still passed you?
Oh, well, I cheated, but yeah. I mean, I sat next to a really smart girl.
Gotta get it done. Got to get it done. Yeah. If I were the teacher and some student was doing it, I'd be like, this kid is exhausted. Like, I could not wait. But I had a school, my smaller school, St. Mark's, hence the name. Like, if you were sleeping like that,
120 left.
Okay, they would be like, get up. Like, you could not sleep in that school. Like, that school was like.
Well, was that private?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, that explains it. When we got to public school, even the kids
that's what you paid for.
Yeah, we got to public school, we were like, what kind of world is this? It's like, kids just get up and walk out to the bathroom? We're like, oh. But anyway.
I don't even know. I always went to public school. I always wondered what it would be like to go to a private school for like one day and just be like, whoa, this is like how it goes?
Yeah.
Like people listen to the teacher? Like what the fuck? But yeah, so Instagram is gonna cut us off in 40 seconds. So
damn.
Yeah.
This
was super.
Just so you know how it goes, we screen record the whole thing and then we put it all on YouTube. So we'll have that up probably like Monday. But yeah, man, we gotta collab. We gotta get a song going. Like, your schedule is crazy, but like, let us know what works for you. Like, we'll figure it out.
Right.
Like,
let me know 2 weeks in advance and I'll call out.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Oh shit. Okay, we can definitely figure it out then. All right, shit. then I guess we'll get some more shit, make it ready to go, and then you'll be the first collab for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's